Warning: the following video may contain harsh language, crude humor, and may offend unintentionally, and is an affiliate of Scythering Productions. The opinions and comments expressed do not reflect those of the Scythering team. All credit and criticism shall be warranted to TWS Productions. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, DM here from That Wrestling Show, co-host of Beyond the Mat, an affiliate of the Scythering team. Well, Over the Limit is, over and done, and needless to say, it was probably a better pay-per-view than we all were giving it credit for. I do have, of course, some issues with this pay-per-view. However, why don't we just kind of take a positive stance to it and get into the nitty-gritty. The opening match was Rey Mysterio versus R-Truth. R-Truth cuts a Raw promo in the middle of the ring. Alright, whatever. Let's get on with the match, and we do get on with the match indeed. And needless to say, Rey Mysterio and R-Truth have a okay opening match. Really nothing too wrong with this, match altogether. They worked actually really well together. I was a little bit surprised. And R-Truth, I kid you not, won. The Rapture is coming. First Savage goes, and Rey Mysterio actually loses. Wow, go figure. R-Truth wins. Where are they going to go with this character? They'll probably just let him win a couple more times before Morrison or someone gets to him. But overall, not too bad. The second match on the card was Ezekiel Jackson versus Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. And I don't know. This was an alright match, but it wasn't, fantastic. I think it's the fact that you have two strong men going at it, and usually when you have strong man versus strong man, the match tends to be a little lax. Barrett does have the technical game, but Zeke is just all power. And normally that doesn't work. Now, I know there are exceptions, Warrior and Savage, or Warrior and Rude, or, to that kind of effect, but Wade Barrett's no Randy Savage or Rick Rude. So, the match was okay. Nothing, massive happened. Wade Barrett body slammed Wade Barrett about 7 times in a row. Out comes the core. They beat the crap out of him. Ends in a DQ. Alright, whatever, sure. It can't take away from the match. Whatever. I'm not really big into Ezekiel Jackson. I don't think they're giving him enough time, or maybe it's just the fact he shouldn't be on the mic, but whatever. The third match on the card would see Sin Cara go one-on-one with Chavo Guerrero, and these two probably have, almost the match of the night. I will reserve that for somebody else, but these two had a pretty damn good match, to say the least. The ending was a little botched. I think it was more so on Chavo's part, because Cara went for a spinning head scissor, and Chavo normally you're supposed to roll on your back, but he landed on his face. It was a weird kind of finish, but Sin Cara wins. Good for him. It's nice to see Sin Cara win. Awesome stuff. We're then get a little segment with Alberto Del Rio cutting a promo on illegal immigration from Canada. That's a little different, to say the least, but it was okay. Enter Big Show and Kane, and then we have the matchup with Nexus. Prior to their little match, CM Punk found out that McGillicuddy and Otunga were beaten behind stage by Kane and Big Show, and just tells them to walk it off. CM Punk, a complete class act, having Savage written on his tape, doing the pinky, and climbing the top rope, and doing almost the flying elbow, but, we all knew it was there. The match was pretty entertaining at best. I think it was because CM Punk was in there, and through the entire night we were just kind of watching him. But, of course, they're not going to give him a title because they, for some reason, have no faith in CM Punk whatsoever, even though he's the best-kept secret right now that they have in there, but what the hell do I know? And Kane and Show win. Alright, whatever. The next matchup on the card was Kelly versus Brie Bella, or Nikki Bella, or whatever. Twin Magic, 1, 2, 3, match over. Alright, moving on. And we get and I kid you not, the match of the night. We have Randy Orton versus Christian, and these two worked extremely well together. These two put on one hell of a match. One hell of a wrestling show. They literally tore the house down. It looked that Orton was going to win. It looked that Christian was going to win. They paid tribute to Edge a little bit. It looked like Orton was going to do a punt kick, but the fans said, "No, not to Christian. Don't do that to him. Do it to everybody else, but not him. Think of the children." So Orton's like, "No, I'm not going to do it." Christian takes him down with a spear. Eventually, he gets thrown over the shoulder and hit with an RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton retains the title. But again, like always, the fans cheer, and 30 seconds later, it's dead silent. I'm telling you guys, this is Randy Orton here. He can still wrestle, but people don't want him as champion. I don't care what anybody says. Everyone was just dead friggin' silent after this. I personally think that if Christian had won the title after this hell of a match, I personally think the crowd would have gone absolutely ballistic, but that's just me. Orton wins. The match was okay. Actually, far better than okay. No real problems with this match, except that I'm not too happy that Orton won. However, you really can't say that Christian is a made man, because he already is, but at least him losing doesn't look like a squash. My only problem is, where are we going to see Christian in the next couple of months? That's my big problem right now. He gave him the match of his life, and now he's back at the bottom. We then get Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler. Cole says, a note from my doctor is keeping me out of the match. Lawler says, the hell with it. They fight for a little while. Whatever. Jerry Lawler wins with a elbow from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Okay, awesome. Cole says, no, I'm not doing anything. After getting a moonsault from Eve, he goes to leave the ring. Bret Hart comes, throws him into the ring, gets placed in the sharpshooter. Jim Ross throws barbecue sauce on him. He kisses the foot. I get it. The feud is over. Let's pray to God. Alright, we're done. Get this shit off my television. Get it off my program. It wasn't a bad match, but let's face it, we just wanted to see Michael Cole get destroyed. In fact, he could have fallen on a stalagmite and we all would have cheered. Now, the final match of the evening, we have The Miz versus John Cena. And it's an I Quit match. Now, I said, they're probably going to, do The Rock and Mankind all over again with the whole audio thing. I mean, they've done it twice, to say the least. It's nothing new or innovative, let me tell you. Miz says, it's an I Quit match, it's no disqualifications, I'm going to add Alex Riley to it, and they beat the dog shit out of John Cena. They use kendo sticks, they use steel chairs, they use steel stairs, they use leather straps. They just beat the shit out of John Cena for a total of, I think it was like 28 minutes. They just beat the crap out of him. Miz became a maniacal bastard during this whole entire match, going around asking the audience, do you want him to quit? You need him to quit? This is what I'm doing to your hero. He even went to a bunch of kids and was almost begging them to have him quit for him, but they were like, no, never, you quit first. Yeah, WWE fans sell worse than Cena, needless to say. So they proceed to beat the crap out of him, and all of a sudden you hear, I quit! And the audio was so off. I mean, come on. If you're going to repeat something, at least have it sound like it's the actual audio, but whatever. The commentators actually covered for that rather well, going, wait a minute, that didn't sound like John Cena. No, it was Alex Riley's cell phone that had a recording of that. Whatever. Mike Chioda says, guess what? We're restarting this match. John Cena comes to life, beats the crap out of Alex Riley and The Miz, whips the shit out of him with a leather strap, puts him in the STF. 1, 2, 3, 4, you can count forever. I think it was maybe 5 seconds he was in this goddamn thing. And The Miz says, I quit! I can't take it anymore! So John Cena is your winner. Now, I'm going to give my positives and my negatives towards this match. My positives, they made Miz an absolute monster. He was a maniacal son of a bitch going, we're going to beat you with this chair, and it's going to hurt so bad you're going to be spitting blood. Something to that nature. It was just very creepy and very, not demonic, but just maniacal, and I love that. And Cena was just getting the absolute crap kicked out of him, and I'm going, damn, when he comes to life, Miz is going to get it. Or something to that effect. The problem with this, John Cena got in 3 moves. A couple of clotheslines, a couple of slams. He whips The Miz with a belt and puts him in the STF, and the match is over. John Cena got in perhaps a minute and a half worth of offense all combined. So, I'm at that point right now where I really don't care about John Cena anymore. I really don't. This is a total. I don't want to say it's a total destruction of the Miz character, but when you're going to spend that much time beating on somebody and they spend 27 seconds and they make you submit just like that, it's absolutely ridiculous. It it doesn't. It's not a big no sell. It's just the fact that now Miz really has no balls. He has nothing. They in one segment gave him all this material and took it away at the same time. Miz, of course, is washed under the bridge. His main event push is probably forever over at this point. John Cena is so friggin' over, it's almost ridiculous. And that is my big problem with this whole finish. I don't care that John Cena won. It's the fact that he only wrestled for a matter of like a minute and a half combined, and he was able to put the Miz away. That's absolutely ridiculous. Miz could beat the crap out of him for 28 minutes, and Cena does it for 1. No, come on, it was absolutely stupid, and that's the direction they're gonna go. And I'm not gonna sit here and argue and rant and scream and cry about it, but it's. What do you want? It's WWE. We all knew it was going to happen. I just figured that Cena would at least beat on him for 5 minutes, not just a minute and a half. But whatever. Just whatever. Now, my overall score on this whole entire pay-per-view, well, not for nothing, but there wasn't necessarily a bad match on the card, minus the Divas and Jerry Lawler. Like I said, I'm not too happy with the results and the way it was done, but I do enjoy the match. If I was to give Over the Limit a actual rating, I'm gonna have to give it we'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. It could have been a 7 if the Barrett and Zeke match was a little bit better. You take out the Bella Twins and you take out Jerry Lawler, it probably would have gotten a bigger rating. And the shit ending with John Cena and The Miz. The match was good. I will give it that. The match was good, but the ending was absolutely stupid. And that's WWE for you. They give you, and at the very end, it's like, oh well. So, again, that's WWE. What do you expect? I'm not going to sit here and moan and groan and bitch and complain because, let's face it, I'd rather just not bother, to be 100% honest. But that is it. WWE Over the Limit. And that is it for the show and everything. You'll get my thoughts and everyone else's thoughts from the show Beyond the Mat on, of course, the website at scytheringpodcast.proboards.com. You'll get all of their reviews, and this review here on YouTube will also be there on the forum. You can also sign up, subscribe, and tune in to That Wrestling Show. Episode 5 got a couple of good hits. A couple of people commented back and forth and emailed me saying that the Savage video was actually quite nice. I thank you all for that. And I will see you all next time for the next review, the next episode, and everything all in between. For everyone here at That Wrestling Show and Scythering Podcasts, I bid you all good night.